Hey guys, David and Holly here with Glory Hills Homestead. So today what we're going to do is we're going to take our baby calf, Stormy, to the vet to get dehorned. So the first time that we've ever done this, we don't really know what the process is. We kind of have a general idea, but again, we've never done it. So
essentially they're going to give her local anesthesia and then kind of like scoop out her horn buds because they haven't connected down into her skull yet. Kind of nervous about it, but I think it's much better to do it now than when she's a full-grown adult and everything's attached, and then it'll be more traumatic. So
for sure,
praying it goes well. Hi, sweet honey. I promise we'll bring her right back, okay? It rained last night, so everybody's already on high edge, and by rain I mean like tsunami'd. Shoot, Mama's not gonna like this. Come on, sweetheart. Oh, good mama. Come on. Honey is super upset. Hey, honey, we'll bring her right back, baby girl. I promise. We want to keep her too. We're just taking her for a little bit.
excuse me.
It's all right, honey.
Can you stand on that end?
I know in Honey's mind, last time we took a cow off in this trailer, she never returned. So she's probably freaking out, but we'll bring her back, sweetheart. So, as I said, it tsunami'd here last night, and we just got the truck stuck in the pasture. We'll bring her right back, honey, I promise. I promise, hun.
I just feel bad for her.
I feel bad for her too. She's worried about her baby. Hey, sweet Storm. We'll bring you right back.
Okie doke, so we got her in. We're going on our way to the vet. We got to back up the trailer, which is always fun, but we got to back up the trailer to the
Platform,
the unloading ramp, and then she's going to be dehorned. So we said a little prayer before we left.
a little prayer.
Yeah, it was a pretty big prayer, that he has steady hands and he hits the vein with the anesthesia, and that she has a good recovery. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, we survived the drive here. Hey, Stormy. Bless her heart, she's shaking.
There's hardly anything there to get. Normally, do you like to wait till a little bit older? Or? Yeah, a little bigger. So no bigger than those are. I don't think, since we got a good amount of tissue around the base of the horn bud. But doing them real long, like that, sometimes they'll grow a little ugly spur back out.
I Mommy, I'm actually laughing at yourself.
Okay, now he put the rope on.
Told you we'd bring her back.
We're getting her. Scoot back. Scoot back. Get back.
Honey, we gotta get her out. Watch out. There she is, honey. All right, let her nurse. Good job, honey. So here's what it's looking like now. We've been home for about 2 hours. Basically 2 holes in her head. But the bleeding wasn't as bad as I thought.
Whenever he did it, after it was done, and he took the little chunk out, he said it hadn't attached to the skull yet. That's why, again, he didn't use any anesthetic or anything like that. And he said it should have gotten all of it out. So there probably won't be any nubs because we did go so soon, versus if we would have waited a little bit later, it would have started to attach to the skull. And that's where he has to put in the anesthetic and all of that stuff.
Honey's a lot happier having her baby back. We did get a medication from the vet and an anti-inflammatory. So we did give her some painkillers, and we'll give her painkillers for about a week. But so far, she's doing good. She obviously is uncomfortable right now, but it's not anything bad. So we're letting her hang out with Honey a lot through the day, but we're also having to watch when they're together because we don't want Honey doing what a mother would instinctually do and lick on the wound, because there's that blood clot powder and stuff on her horns, or where her horns were, and it was cauterized there, and so we just really don't want Honey licking that. We want to let the blood clot up on its own without it getting dislodged. Stormy, come on! She does not want to go back into her pen, but there's less flies in her pen, so we're trying to keep her in there. Anyway, we'll keep you guys updated. So far, it hasn't been too bad, and we're praying that she just continues to heal up well. So again, this is what it's looking like. It's kind of hard to see, but basically just some holes in her head. But it doesn't go through the skull, whereas if you were to do that at this age, it would go through the skull down into her sinus cavity. At this age, that hasn't formed yet, so it is less traumatic.
Okie doke, guys. So we're getting ready to go take the Ham and Big Bertha to the barbecue guy. So his name is Leroy Richardson. He has a pretty decent barbecue joint here in our local town. He does service a lot of Oklahoma City. Mustang. He goes all over the place for catering, stuff of that nature. I like his concoction he makes for when he smokes his meats in. So again, that's why we're taking these to him.
So Big Bertha, if you saw in one of our somewhat recent shorts, was the 10-pound gutted chicken. That's what she weighed after being gutted, which is crazy.
But she probably would have weighed about 15 pounds with guts.
Yeah, so she was honking.
Guts
and then
blood.
this ham right here is from our last round of meat hogs, the black half Hampshires, half Mingalises. So y'all, if you're interested in going back and looking at what animals this came from, there's videos on it. But again, huge chicken, fairly decent ham, and we're excited to go have it professionally done.
Okie doke, guys, so it's story time. So we just left the barbecue place not too long ago, and we were driving through on a area where I got into a pursuit. So we were driving down the road. Of course, it was a lot faster whenever I drove it last time, but Holly's never seen the area where it was. But we're at the area where he ended up crashing out. He took out the telephone pole, and then the truck ended up resting right on the T-post. And so it was up in the air and resting on it. And apparently over here at this oil well site, there were multiple people, but I had no idea they were over there. I was stationed in on this car, making sure that this guy gets apprehended. So what ended up happening on this deal is I waited for my backup. He got there about 2.5 minutes or so after I initially rolled up on this guy, and he ended up, whenever he went to cuff, he put his gun back in his holster and his firearm went off and the bullet went into his leg and out the other side.
Of your backup.
Yeah, my backup. Not yeah, my backup ended up shooting himself on accident. And so I went ahead and handcuffed the guy and got him to my car and told the other deputy who pulled up, hey, put a tourniquet on his leg, because I didn't know how bad it was. Then I started rendering aid to him. So we ended up apprehending the bad guy. The bad guy got caught.
But this is where the bad guy's truck wrecked out, and the truck was like at an angle. Are we allowed to put a picture in if we find a picture?
We can put a picture in.
All right, I'll insert a picture so you guys can see. But this is where he wrecked out at. David's always wanted to show me kind of the route of the pursuit, and so we got to see it today. And yeah, just seeing a little peek into David's life at work.
The speeds range from 45 miles an hour to 125 miles an hour.
On a gravel road.
On the gravel road, we were going about 103 miles an hour. But crime does not pay. You will always get caught.
Say hi, Jojo. Hey, Jojo. We took her little face halter off to give it a break, and she's so pretty. She may be black, but you can see the jersey in her face for sure. This is Farm Kids, always helping out. Yeah. Here's a little orchard update. We've had some mega heavy winds in Oklahoma the last few weeks, and they're all doing really good. Who's that?
I don't know.
Marble.
Marble.
Yeah, we named her Marble. She looks like a slab of marble. Isn't she pretty?
So one of the projects that we're going to do today, we said that we need to move all of our meat birds over. So we're building an actual run for them. It's taking up part of the other run. However, again, it's a smaller space, so they'll be able to grow and get fatter quicker. So what we're going to do is a 20 by 20, and the reason being is we've had problems in the past with owls eating our chickens, and so we want a big enough area where we can get a shade cloth or a netting to put over top so that the owl can't get in. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
So I just got done milking Honey for the night. Checking in on Stormy again. She's doing totally good. You can tell the pain meds have kicked in because she was like eager to nurse. She ate all of her sweet feed and just acting more herself. So we'll continue to update you guys on her healing, but she is doing good tonight. Praise the Lord. And we're just gonna keep a close eye on her, but so far she's doing really good.
Okie doke, so as you can see behind me is our Cornish cross yard. Went ahead and finished fencing it off. It's just a run so that they have a little bit more room than the original place that they were in. It's a lot more sanitary, plus they can grow a little bit bigger, kind of stretch out their wings and grow. So we started off with 78 Cornish cross chickens. From the hatchery, a couple died on the way, which is unfortunate. It does happen. Right now we are sitting at 60. So from hatchery to now we've lost 18 for various reasons. Mostly because, again, they're starting to get cramped, and whenever they get cramped, they start to be cannibals and they start to eat each other, or they start to step on each other and then they squish each other. So this is it. We did a 20 by 20. It's a Cornish cross run, although it's going to double over into several other things in the future. What we have future plans is we're going to add another shelter tonight. It's going to be a little dark, so we're not going to film that. As well as we're buying a 20 by 20, maybe 30 by 30 shade cloth to go over the whole top. It will be a dual purpose. For one purpose, it will keep the owls out from killing our chickens, because we've had a bad problem with that in the past. But also in the summertime, it'll give them shade, which is very, very important.
We're in Oklahoma where summer, it's pretty common for you to get like 108-degree days. That's pretty regular.
And it also helps with your water. So you're not out here 3 times a day filling up their water.
Yeah.
It helps it where they can regulate their body heat and stuff
Puts
like that.
less stress on their bodies.
Especially with Cornish cross chickens, because they're genetically made to put on a whole bunch of weight real fast. So
they can struggle in the heat if you don't take care of it.
exactly. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Remember, you are made for such a time as this, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.